Hey guys, Zell here, and welcome back to more Nikke. Now, if we get an SSR, I will do one final 10 shot on A2's banner. No, we did not. How the heck did we get two ons in a row? Alright, it's time to move on to Ludmilla. Why? Because we've already done Alice because we voted for her as one of the top contenders for our favorite Nikkes a while back. And I never ended up doing Ludmilla, so it's time to actually go do her right now. And after her we might do Guillotine because, again, Chunibyo syndrome is running really high with her. And I think that might actually be really funny. And then we also have Maiden, so I could do her after that. It's dark everywhere. I'm too cold to move. Just like being buried in the snow. Oops. Are you in trouble again? A familiar voice. Well, you're like this every time I see you. There's a heavy scent of flowers. Don't worry. I'll take you somewhere safe. It doesn't take long for my body to warm up. And there's something hot in my mouth. What's in my mouth? Oh, are you awake? Obviously knowing Ludmilla, it's probably tea. What is this place? Where else could it be my home? Every time I see you, you're in danger. Is it your hobby to be buried in the snow? I'm just interested in trying new things. Not exactly. Really? That's not how it looked to me. Oh, so getting into trouble is your hobby? That's not it. Really? Not that either. Color me surprised. How do you feel now? Thank you for saving me. Don't mention it. You can imagine how shocked I was when I heard you were headed in this direction. Tell me, what inspired you to venture out to this rugged terrain this time around? The reason I came here was a few days ago. Here, take this. Received a letter from Anderson. A letter? Correct. An old pastime from up on the surface. People with too much time on their hands would use them as a means of communication. Couldn't they just send a text message? Apparently, this way is more classy. Give this to Ludmilla. Then be sure to get a reply. Although it would be best if she could pick it up herself. She refuses to come to the Ark. Okay. Very good. Don't come back until you get a reply. Got it. But what if... That's an order. Whoever sent this must receive a reply. Strong-arm her, seduce her, I don't care what you do. Wow! So, you're telling me that you would let me seduce a Nikke if I wanted to, right? So I have the permission from you, Anderson, yourself, that I could seduce a Nikke if it would get me what we need. Well, get us what we need. Be sure to get a reply. Understood. Yes. Man, Operation Seducing is now a go. You give the letter to Ludmilla. This is the letter. I see. I need you to write a reply. Excuse me. I'll do no such thing. Why not? Because I don't want to. And I don't want to read this letter either. I won't accept it. Then I can't go back to the Ark. Fine by me. It gets boring up here with just me and Alice. I need new people to liven this place up, that's great. You can stay here as long as you like. Alice will be over the moon as well. That's impossible. Sorry, but my hands are tied. You'll have to return empty-handed. Why can't you reply? Are you deaf? I just told you. I don't want to. Is that really all? Do you think this is the first time I've received a letter? Ludmilla shows me several piles of letters. Look at all these. I've never replied to a single one. So tell me, why should I make an exception for this one you've brought? Because I'm your servant. That may be true, and I may treat you as such, but isn't referring to yourself as one a bit undignified? Maybe so, but it doesn't matter. I'm young and I'm strong. I don't really know, but actually, you know, I guess we are strong with everything we've been through. Not at all. Really? So you're saying you're beyond reproach? Is that it? Yes. I admire your confidence. I just hope it isn't misplaced. Very well. Show me how confident you are. How? You figure it out. You mean you can't? I see I was a fool to entertain you. No, I can do it. You're the type who always seems to court danger. So be it. Nothing will sway my opinion. Servant's obligation 1. Prepare what the mistress wants before she asks for it. Blech. Ludmilla puts down the teacup. This is far too bitter. Man, I can't even make tea. Do you intend on brewing black tea every morning? Yes. Why? Because that's your drink of choice in the morning. Is that so? Where did you hear that? I read up on you beforehand, mistress. You did you? I see you've done your homework. Then I have a question for you. What's my favorite tea? Please don't give me a multiple choice question. You don't know? No. Green tea? You mean you have the gall to serve tea to someone without knowing what type they fancy most? Barley tea? If that's true, all of this pomp and circumstance of yours is simply window dressing. Matcha tea? Nevertheless, I suppose you get an A for effort. Having a subpar cup of tea every morning isn't exactly my idea of a good time, but it's certainly a change of pace. Keep it up. Halfway done. Servant's obligation 2. Keep mistress surroundings spick and span. Are you looking for cleaning tools? What for? For cleaning up. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Why? The queen forbids us from cleaning. That's what the cleaning elves are for. If we clean, we'll be putting them out of a job. If they become unemployed, they'd wander the streets. If they'd wandered the streets, those cleaning elves... I get the picture. Although the surroundings are being kept clean, I've still failed. Servant's obligation 3. Carry out mistress's orders. Orders? Now? Yes. Well, I don't particularly need anything right now. Although, now that I think about it, my shoulders do feel a little sore. Give me a massage. I massaged Ludmilla's shoulders for a while. It's tougher going than I thought it would be. No matter how hard I try, I can't knead her muscles properly. What are you doing? Don't just plop your hand there like a dead fish. I feel like my wrists are broken. Oh dear, I've got you a human being again. You better stop for now. But... Stop. Failed yet again. Servant's obligation 4. Accompany mistress wherever she goes.
Wherever I go? Everywhere? Does that include the shower room as well?
I mean, if you insist.
Seems like you have some rather unusual obligations, servant. My queen. The Queen of Hearts. Men are here. Alice, fortify our defenses. Yes, my queen.
I'm going to.
Not a chance. You're not here to become to be a commander. When you are here, you're under our protection.
I said I'll accompany you wherever you go.
Fine. Command away.
Roger that.
Well, that's that. Fortunately, there weren't very many of them today. But the luckiest thing of all was that you were their servant. Thank you. Your presence assured us of a smooth path to victory.
I was just fulfilling my obligations.
Is that so? It seems that. Your obligations are getting more and more interesting. Not to mention useful. So how many obligations are left?
One.
The last one then. And what is it?
The final obligation of a servant. To pleasure their master? Is to make the mistress happy. I was kind of right.
Happy? How long has it been since I uttered that word?
You're not happy?
Well, perhaps I have been recently. Thanks to you.
Success!
You've been so. You're willing to go through all of this just to get a reply from me. Why?
Because I have to go back. Can you write one for me?
No. Not yet. It's impossible for now. You have no chance of winning anyway. Why don't you just give up?
Never.
Suit yourself. You better step it up then.
So she is issuing a challenge. Ludmilla puts down the teacup.
Still bitter. However capable you are, this is one thing you haven't improved in whatsoever.
Dang.
But listen, don't be disheartened. As long as raptures shed tears, you still have a fighting chance.
Do raptors cry?
How should I know?
But you just said...
I was merely illustrating the uncertainty of your success. Don't be frustrated. Somewhere in this world, there may well be a raptor shedding a few tears.
You mean like the queen?
Come. You've been working so hard all this time. Let's go for a walk. Perhaps that will lift your spirits.
A walk?
We'll be fine as long as we make the proper preparations. The Queen of Hearts cronies. They aren't exactly avid walkers. Weapon status.
Good to go.
Emergency rations.
Ready.
My tea.
Ready.
Perfect. Let's head out.
You start to follow Ludmilla.
Servant, come and have a look. This is the scenic spot I was telling you about. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
My thoughts exactly. I see you have an eye for nature. I was worried you may not properly appreciate it. I'm glad to be proven wrong. I like it here. It's absolutely gorgeous. way more than that so-called paradise that is the York. Speaking of which, have you ever considered not going back? You could stay here with me.
Oh, dang, is that an invitation?
What? Why don't you answer?
I'm sorry.
Relax. I was just breaking the ice to calm your nerves. I wasn't being serious. I just wanted to show you this breathtaking scenery. I may not be able to help you with what you want, like getting a reply to that letter you brought, but at least you'll have taken in a nice view before you leave. Now you don't have to feel like you came here totally in vain.
But my job still wouldn't be complete, and I was literally told not to come back until I've seduced you enough to get this letter reply.
I'm sorry. I know I promised I would write a reply if you proved yourself to be a capable servant. But no matter how hard I try, I just can't bring myself to write back. At least not now. I just can't.
Surely there must be something you're not telling me.
Of course there is.
Please, I want to know.
Do you know what the content of that letter is?
No, I don't.
I thought for sure your curiosity would have gotten the best of you. An honest servant, a true rarity in this day and age. You are merely a Nikke in royal skin. The brain inside you is of royal lineage. Please return Ludmilla's brain to us. Let the human that was Ludmilla be forever remembered as a member of the nobility.
Huh? I figured she did look, royal.
If you were me, how would you answer?
What happens if you don't give it back?
Nothing, I think. The royal family may have a long reach, but it's still not enough to hurt a Nikke who is on active duty. The big three have more power than even them.
Well, then why don't you just say no?
I could. If I did, they'd almost certainly stop pestering me. They'd call their men off and stop beseeching me.
Is that the royal family so precious to you that you can't bear the thought of losing them?
I'm not even sure of that myself.
You don't know?
That's right, I don't know. Nikkes are incomplete. I've lived with this brain for too long. Would Ludmilla want her brain returned? Does she hold the royal family in high esteem? I don't remember anything. Please, don't ask me any more questions. It's the only link I have to the past. I couldn't bear to part with it. Ludmilla, the dignified royal. The crown jewel of the royal family. Years ago, I was told the earliest Nikkes were referred to as goddesses. I felt like a parasite living in my ivory tower, so I gave up my humanity in order to find them. I was young, brash, and hopeful to a fault. What I didn't realize then was the price of relinquishing my identity as a royal. To do that would mean losing myself entirely. I never expected that the royal family I had abandoned, who had been so unrelenting in their mockery of me, would end up being the only thing connecting me to my past. How stupid I was. Just another stupid Nikke. Queen. Queen. I think that's the first time I've ever seen you sleep, Your Majesty. I overslept. I overslept. This never happened when I was a human. My queen. Anyway, I feel I've been getting too close to my servant. Isn't that a good thing, no? What? Where's Rabbity anyway? Servant went back without saying anything. Yes, a few days ago. Just gave up and left. That doesn't seem like gravity.
Yeah? If anything, we're probably gonna fix her own issue with the royal family.
Apparently, there are still things to be done. Things that will keep Servant busy. Forget it. He has no one sent out a distress signal today. Actually, there seems to be one coming in just now. I'll go confirm it.
Alice hurries out.
I'm parched. How long has it been since Servant left? I've already. This tea tastes awful. My queen! Rabbity! Rabbity is back!
I put a kettle and several teacups in front of Ludmilla.
You left without a word. Why are you back? Just here for tea time.
I have another letter for you.
Another? Letter? Are you planning a new career as a courier or something? Alright then. Show it to me.
I poured some tea into Ludmilla's teacup.
Wait a minute. That fragrance, is this jasmine tea?
Oh yeah, there was also tea called jasmine. I don't know all of them. Your favorite?
It was Alice. Did she tell you?
No.
Who was it then?
It was Ludmilla.
What?
I handed a tattered piece of old paper to Ludmilla. This is a letter from Ludmilla. Ludmilla opens the letter.
A petition for a surgical operation. Surgical operation petition. Name, Ludmilla. Interest, morning tea, walking. Likes jasmine tea, history books. Dislikes freeloading. Reasons for petition. To no longer be a parasite living off the sacrifices of others. To prove my nobility. To become a real member of the royal family.
This is your favorite tea, is it not?
Nothing's changed.
That's because you're Ludmilla well and truly.
Yeah. It's jasmine tea.
Ludmilla drinks the tea.
Bitter as usual. How you managed to botch such a fine tea is beyond me. At this rate, you'll never be any higher than a servant in training. Nevertheless, by bringing me my favorite tea, you've done something truly wonderful, just to make me feel appreciated. In that sense, you are a true servant, in every sense of the word.
So,
you win. I'll write a reply to you.
I didn't think it was possible, yet you pulled it off. That was smart, using the surgical petition to bring her around.
Thank you.
You're wondering how I knew. It was fairly obvious what you intended to do with that document. Especially considering the fact that she's been a Nikke for so long. She may have had her reservations, but in the end she knows that certain ties must be severed. You meant to say you're aware of Ludmilla's predicament. It doesn't matter whether I am or not. All I care about is that the assignment was a success. You can tell her that there will be no more letters. Got it. Also, tell her it's better she doesn't come to the Ark for the time being. What?
So to steer clear from the Ark. Uh-huh. They must be pretty peeved.
What did you write in your reply?
If you're so curious, take a guess.
How about I take all of your brains instead? I thought I already didn't have a brain. I mean...
Uh-huh, good one. You've turned into quite the jokester. Wait, you weren't serious, were you?
No.
Then what are you so nervous about? That would have been fun to send to them. Just imagine their faces. Anyway, you'll never guess what I actually wrote. I wrote something particularly interesting.
You put down a tea in front of Ludmilla.
More tea? Isn't your time of being a servant over? You got what you came for.
I didn't do this just to get a reply.
Huh? Are you saying you'll give up being a commander and become my servant instead?
Not quite.
What is it then?
I can do both.
I suppose you could. You're greedier than I thought.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I definitely am.
I'm warning you. If you want to be my servant again, it won't be like before. I'm a noble now. The royal family is arrogant and avaricious. If your attentiveness falters for even 1 second, your goose is cooked and the same will go for your beloved Nikke's. Can you accept that?
You'd never do such a thing.
Why not?
Because I'll never be inattentive.
You little sweet talker, you. Oh, this is bad. I like you. So I'll pretend what you just told me isn't a great big pack of lies. Suit yourself, servant. When did you ever listen to me anyway?
Yes, my queen. Ludmilla takes a sip of her tea. Is it actually good this time?
So bitter. But I suppose it's you.
Ah, dang it.
Who makes up for that?
The long winter's coming to an end. The quiet room is filled with the fragrance of warm tea. The aroma wafts over the frigid snow, giving out that familiar floral fragrance.
Okay. That was interesting to learn more about Ludmilla. Definitely was.
Though it is also nice to know that Anderson wants us to do anything at all possible to get what our mission objective is, which includes seducing our targets. Man, oh man. I cannot believe that he would actually let us seduce our targets just to get what we need. And you know, seducing is what we need to do every time, right? Every time, it's perfectly the right choice to try to seduce anyone you want. I mean, it kind of worked for Ludmilla in a way. Kind of. Obviously, you'll never actually see it. That's all that we got for her. Now, Blonde. Yes. Noir. I definitely did not see it go down that route. Like, that was, quite an ending. It's very interesting. Now, again, I really want to do Maxwell, but I don't have her. I've already done Drake, because, again, we were voting for our favorite Nikke's. She was one of the one I saw a lot of people mention. Did she get in the top 5? No. But I still did hers anyways. So I still have Laplace I could do as well. But I'm gonna probably do Guillotine and then Maiden. Then someone mentioned that Polly's is interesting. Where's Polly at? So yeah, I could then do Polly, Miranda. And then in terms of Rapi's old squad, we could do Yunhua. And then Vesti. Where is it? Where's Vesti at? Okay, look, I know I have her. Where is she? Look, I did not imagine having Vesti on my account, alright? Did I? I'm starting to question my own self, because I'm literally going back and forth and I'm not seeing Vesti on here. There she is. Oh my god, she's above Guillotine. And then we could do Emma, who's literally above Signal and Emma. And Vesti. Not Emma. But yeah. Yunhua, Vesti, Emma. We could do those as well. Obviously, I won't do them all now. When does hard mode for the event unlock? I don't really know. But hold on, before we... actually, I'll just do it the other way around. Okay. Hard mode unlocks for the event in 2 days. Which means that if I do at least 2 more bonds, I technically could. Okay, so yeah. I'll do Guillotine and then Maiden, then hard mode unlocks. And then I can do the main story for part 1 and part 2 of the event. Depending on how long they are, they might be 1 episode, I do not know. But either way, when hard mode unlocks, I can finally get the epilogue out, and then I can do them. So either way, what does Ludmilla say when you're not in love, when she's not in love with you?
しもべ、ティータイムの準備をしなさい。機械はこの私の前ではただのポンコツ。近くには持ってこないことね。
Hands off, you break it, you buy it.
私と一緒にさまようニケを見つけに行く。
Sure, alright.
なぜかしら。あなたが入れたまずいお茶が飲みたいわ。
Do you always think of it because of how terrible it is, or do you think of it because I'm the one who made it for you? And again, it reminds you of me.
しもべ、北部に来て一緒に暮らすのはどう？
Maybe?
あらあら。機械が私の偉大さに萎縮してしまって、あなたに連絡ができないわ。
I know. Isn't that why you get, Alice to message me instead?
この私をこんな風に放っておくなんて。これもまた新鮮な経験だわ。
I don't know why this says set the lobby. Shouldn't it just be away from lobby? AFK? But that's literally what this is. So, she's never experienced anyone, neglecting her before. And when she's in love, what does she say?
この程度の余裕があれば、あなたとお茶ぐらいはたしなめそうだわ。どう？一杯いかが？
Sure, let's have tea together, shall we? Bond up, squad, battle. Okay, what do you say when I give you gifts?
これが賄賂というものね。
Sure.
この私から愛されたいの？
Totally not.
私の好みをよくわかってるじゃない。
My affection towards you has been made very clear already. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
私の愛情を全部受け止められるかしら。
Well, well, well. She admitted it on the first bond.
あなたはこの私が大切に思う存在よ。常に心に留めておきなさい。
Oh, I won't.
しもべ、あなたがこの私を大切に思うように、私もお返しをさせてもらうわ。
But pay us in turn how? I very much so would like to know. Also, it's been a while since I've actually, seen her in combat, right? Oh, yeah. She's true to her name, Ludmilla. It's very, very nice. If only she was actually, somewhat decent. I tried doing the combo of her and Sakura on the train when I couldn't beat Altason. I could not get it to work for me.
ブティックでティータイムをたしなんでから行くのはどうかしら。
So sad. I really wanted it to work, but it never did. But either way, with that, I'm going to be ending this episode of Ludmilla's Bond here. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one, where we might go into some, Oh, crud. How do you say it? I'm gonna have to look this up. Okay, so I had everything right in my head. I just didn't know which order to actually say it in. So next time, we'll be dealing with some Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions, aka we shall be having some fun with Guillotine, and then Maiden, And then from there on, we'll pick who we want to go with next. I might just do Polly next afterwards. Yeah, either way. Till then, well, technically it's going to be the event first. Then we'll pick up some more bonds. Because obviously I'm going to need some more gems. I'm already running out. And getting 50, like how many did we get per 5? 250. That's not much. So yeah, either way, till then, I will see you guys later.